my background, of course, as some of you know, academically, is theological and religious. And I happen to live in a part of the country where charismatic faith and religious demonstrations of the phenomena and the power of the Holy Ghost and God are present on a regular basis. And I was talking to my mother, who's a very religious person, to her minister, who obviously is a very, very religious person. And he seemed shocked when I said that religion uses hypnosis. Now, I don't think that in any way takes away from the power of God. Okay? Because religion uses trance does not invalidate that trance as a religious process. But because it's religious does not mean that it is not trance. So some people get offended by this for some reason, but I think there's no reason to be offended. Because trance uses hypnosis does not mean that it's not the power of God, but let's not call it what it's not. And it still is the trance process. For example, if you go to a Baptist church on a Sunday afternoon here in Texas, or Sunday morning in Texas, you will see the altar call at the end of the service. The organ will be playing, the minister will be using his hypnotic voice. He'll be speaking in a cadence and rhythm, bringing people up to the front, and people will respond to that. Okay? This is a suggestion that you'll come up here if you feel a need to, and people do. Trance is used not only by the Baptists, it's used certainly in the Catholic Church, very much ritual. It's also used certainly by many non-Christian religions. The time I've spent in Southeast Asia, when I've been to the Zen temples, and I see people with their jaw sticks and praying to the statues, it's very kinesthetic, it's very hypnotic, it's very powerful. All religion uses trance. The Kabbalists use trance. The Eastern Orthodox, I've been to Eastern Europe on many occasions, and I've had the chance to go to Eastern Orthodox churches where the priests still speak with their back to the audience. They have the smoke out there. I mean, this is a hypnotic process. And I did this demonstration in Tulsa not too long ago, and somebody was highly offended because Tulsa is, of course, the capital of charismatic faith. But let's take a minute and take a look at how a process that relates to what you just taught looks. First, I'm going to do a speed trance hypnosis induction. Have you ever been hypnotized before?
Yes.
Great. I like working with people who've experienced hypnosis before. Just kick that hand off here. This is a traditional speed trance induction. And you've experienced this before. Should be pretty simple. Let me have this hand here. Let it be loose and limp. And safety belt on. Seat back in the chair. Perfect. Great. I want you to stare at the tip of my finger with your eyes and with your head. Just follow my fingers with your eyes and your head. Follow, 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 follow. All the way down. Follow, 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 follow. Just allow yourself to drift, dream, float, dream. Completely relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, because this is a demonstration, I want you to sit up in the chair, eyes wide open, taking a deep breath, feeling refreshed and wonderful. 1, 2, 3. And we could have gone into a process where we did a therapeutic suggestion there. For example, follow, 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 sleep. Notice I didn't use the word sleep, even though it was part of what we usually do, the sleep command. And then I could have gone into a process where I helped you release the emotional blockage, make some changes, or in the case of medical hypnosis, I could have helped your back, I could have helped your immune system, I could have done anything that we know that hypnosis is scientifically valid for, assisting in a person's health and wellness. Now we're going to change the script. Just a little. But it's the same process. Hugh, I am so glad you've come here today. You have the opportunity to experience the power of God. Are you ready for the Holy Ghost to descend upon you and begin to bring you a sense of relief? In fact, I can feel the harps of the angels in the background already. You have to use what you have here. Are you ready for this process? Is there something I can help you with? Is there a pain you have? Is there something that's unwell with you? Do you have bone cancer? Do you have stomach cancer? Do you have low blood pressure? Do you have erectile dysfunction? Is there something I can help you with here today? Your blood pressure, great. You want it to go up or down?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And I think that the power of God is able to accomplish that. If you're ready for God to do his miracle in your life, are you ready for that?
Yes.
Fantastic. I love it when people are ready for that. Give a big hallelujah to this guy.
Hallelujah.
All right. Sit back in the chair here. Get ready to feel the power of God descend on you. Hold those hands. Let me hold your hand here so I can keep you safe in that chair there. Because sometimes this is completely powerful and overwhelming. Are you ready? Just follow my finger with your eyes and your head. Follow, 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 follow. Heal. As I count backwards from 5 to 1, allow yourself to double the sensation of the feeling of the power of God descending on you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Having completely alienated and offended all charismatic Christians watching this video, I now invoke the power of God to bring about a change in your blood pressure. In fact, with each breath you breathe in now. You in deep and exhale. You can feel your heartbeat becoming smooth and rhythmic. You can feel your breathing becoming smooth and rhythmic. You can feel serenity and peace surrounding your entire body and the very core of your being. You can feel the heart rate becoming smooth and rhythmic. Your heart beating in your chest steadily and accurately. Your blood pressure becoming appropriate and healthy. Now sitting up in the chair, when I count to 3, eyes wide open, taking a deep breath, feeling refreshed and invigorated from the power of God in bringing this healing about today. Up in the chair, 1, 2, 3, taking in a deep breath, fantastic. Feel pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Right. If we had a nurse here with a blood pressure cuff, we would find that his reading was lower now than it was before we started this.
Hallelujah.
Which, by the way, does not invalidate the work of God if you're a religious person. But it's a hypnotic process. And that is just something I figured I would share with you guys. That probably will offend those in Tulsa. John's looking shocked in the back of the room. But if we change the word sleep to heal, you can see that, well, if you were an unethical person, you could develop a new career as a faith healer in a small third world country. Right.